Welcome to the Blue Army Podcast, episode 16. Here with BBC legend Dale Storey.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Good to have you back up here. Yeah, it's biting cold in Derbyshire. Something that our fans love to see. Us freezing our bottoms off.
We've needed these hats off. On. It's a bad start. That's a bad start, isn't it?
Right.
Need the hats on.
I'll restart it, but I want to go home.
No, I want to go home too. It's freezing, but it's typical football weather, isn't it?
It is. Strange conditions though today.
Strange conditions. It's been a strange day, hasn't it? It's been a strange day. I think if you're a neutral, it's been a really good game.
Yeah, 6 goals.
There was a lot of conditions playing the part in things, which was great.
Yeah.
And overall, though, Gainsborough seems to be the real sense of disappointment.
Exactly, and that needs to be tinged with it's 11 games unbeaten.
We were just talking. I mean, it's a tough one because I think, particularly the performance on Tuesday night, where they did. I agree completely with the manager that they put in so much on Tuesday night. I was there. It was brilliant.
Yeah, it could have been 5, 6, 7.
I thought Tuesday was the best performance in the run. So the fact they were, I think, as he said, and Kingsley, a bit flat.
Yeah, a little bit of after the Lord's Mayor show.
Exactly.
That feeling of going 10 unbeaten. Maybe it was like it's achieved something.
Exactly, but to still carry that run on, still get a point against a side that had the momentum in that second half,
yeah.
I'm feeling quite positive about the point. I again, as I think since he's come in, I pretty much agree with everything that Curtis Woodhouse has said, that it wasn't the best performance. It's the only thing I will disagree with in a way. I thought the first half, probably for about 20 minutes, played really well.
Yeah, it could have been 2, 3.
Got themselves 3-1 up.
Yeah.
But I also see what the manager means when he was disappointed as well. So I get that. I thought, especially attacking, thought they were really good. The 3 goals, Adebayo Smith, I thought was decent today.
Yeah. Starting to see a real threat from him.
His pace is amazing, isn't it? He's so fast. Nicky Walker, who I just think I've always been a big fan of Nicky Walker.
Very clever, very creative, very quick.
And you knew he was either going to score or go get a penalty when he was through, because that's what he does, and it was brilliant.
That was a great through ball in for him. And he didn't look favourite at one point, did he?
No.
But nipped in and, as a goalkeeper, you've got the momentum as you go out, haven't you? You can't really pull out of that. You can't stand there and go...
I'm glad it wasn't a red card, and that's a rule that's changed, hasn't it?
It's the double jeopardy rule. They don't want to send him off and give him penalty.
Which is, I agree with it completely. And then Greg, brilliant penalty. And then probably the highlight of the game was Trinity's third.
Yeah.
Which just makes you smile thinking about it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean...
Don't feel sorry for opposition goalkeepers too often, but... Yeah.
No, and you and I do separate commentaries, and I think we both struggle to know how to describe that goal. It was just bizarre.
Greg Smith crossing into the box.
I've never seen that before.
In-swinging cross into the box from about 30 yards out, sort of left-hand apex of the box. It's swinging, but you're thinking that's going out for a corner.
Yeah.
Well, out for a goal kick.
It was nearer the corner flag, wasn't it? Yeah.
And it's almost just hit an invisible wall and bounced off and gone in the middle of the goal. And you think...
And I think you do feel for the keeper, but he's unlucky, but also probably should have done better. It's all about watching the ball, but then I suppose you're never ever going to expect the ball to move like that. No. So I shouldn't criticize. I don't criticize. I'll take that back. But he, at 3-1, I think Adebayo Smith had a chance which was well saved. And at half time, you're thinking...
Yeah, Simon Russell, who was on co-commentary with me, possibly for his last game now, he's unbeaten in 4 games, 3 wins and a draw. But he was saying at half time he perhaps wanted one more goal to go in at half time to give that 3-goal cushion, and possibly then it's game over. And in a way, it was proved right with the manner of the restart. Both halves we conceded goals in the opening stages of the game. Both times Curtis would have said, start the game strongly, start it tight, keep it tight, restrict them for 10 minutes, and then start to put your performance on. Yeah. And both times we conceded goals inside 3 goals in the opening 7 minutes of 2 halves.
And surprising is probably how poor they were, because defensively they've been getting better and better lately. The Thornton-Stainfield partnership has been fantastic. I think the disappointment was the manner and the goals as well. From a Gainsborough point of view, they were poor goals. Yeah. Poor goals to let him. But I think by the end of the game, Buxton deserved it. The manager thought Buxton, if anyone was going to win, deserved to win it. It was
I think
them.
the point was probably.
I think as a neutral, as watching, putting your neutral hat on, I think the draw was a fair score. I think speaking, whoever we've spoken to from Buxton, they say it was a fair score, and I think it was. Yeah. It was a really good game. If you weren't cheering on either side, it was a really good game. The conditions made it an even more entertaining game.
Yeah, I do think conditions helped play a part in zapping energy. At one point in commentary, I said it seemed like we had 2 banks of 5, an attacking bank and a defending bank, and there didn't seem to be anything in the middle. The forwards, midfielder got caught going too far forwards and hadn't really got back.
I thought what was good in the second half was that I think the management, the bench realised quite quick that hang on a minute, this is going only one way, and I think bringing Shane Clark on was a really good move because I know he often comes on, but it was a lot earlier than he usually comes on. And I think doing that was a great move, and it did just stop the flow a little bit, didn't it? It did just stop the momentum.
And to be honest, after Buxton did go 3-3, they didn't really look like going 4-3.
I think they had one chance, which Willis saved, didn't he?
Did really well, didn't he? Got down.
The game just died down a bit, didn't it? It was strange. It was like manic for an hour, and then...
It was almost like Shane had come in and solidified that midfield.
Yeah. And he was very effective, as he has been, to be fair, during this run, he's been coming on to just sit in front of the back four.
Isn't it?
Yeah, but I think it's been effective, definitely.
But showing he's got that experience and he can bring that knowledge and know-how a little bit to the side.
But I'm guessing that's probably the reason he's been kept, which is a good idea. And then young Leon Howarth probably should have had a penalty near the end there.
Howarth's not. Their centre halves just stepped straight across him, barged him out of the way, never making an attempt to play the ball, but for some reason referees don't seem to like giving more than one penalty in a game.
No, I thought it was a penalty. But Simon Russell definitely thought it was a penalty.
He did, didn't he? He peeled off round the back really well. He's only had a couple of cameo appearances, but he does look lively. He looks a handful.
He's fast. He looked useful at Atherton when he came on. He only seems to come on when I come to an away game, which is,
Okay, so maybe you need to be at a few more just to give him a bit more of an
opportunity. Who's it next? Mickle? Yeah, I'm at Mickleover, so he'll get the opportunity. That's fine.
Yeah. But no, looks like it's absolutely tipping it down for rain.
Yeah, we've had most weathers today. We had the sun out early, didn't we? We've had the wind. Yeah. Now it's the rain. Yeah.
So we probably need to go before the sun comes.
Are we still blocked in there, Rob? That's the big question.
Yeah. I don't think we will be.
We are blocked in. But
I think their big number 4's possibly moved his car by now.
But
if not, we know which one it is. So you can go and get it.
Me?
Yeah. We'll send Curtis in first if he hasn't gone already.
I thought very interesting. Speaking of Curtis, the paintballing.
Yeah.
I bet that'd be good fun to watch.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh dear. But I like the idea.
You'd want to be on Curtis' side though, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I like the idea of these team building things. Though it's not team bonding things, I should say. Sorry, it's not always about the training, is it?
No.
The yoga, I think, is a good idea.
I think this week will be good, but we've got 2 sessions that we can get back on the pitch again, and work on things. There'll be things that Curtis will see today that weren't quite right, but he wants to improve on. He's not willing to stand on his rest on his laurels.
No, the interview we did with him at the end, I wasn't surprised at all by his reaction. I'd have been surprised if he'd been happy with the result, to be honest, which is great. And I think that's the belief. And then speaking to Kingsley, he was the same. It's the belief he's installed into these players. It's fantastic. The turnaround has been incredible since we did our podcast at Ashton, for example.
If we look back at the defeats, it's Morpeth and Scarborough, isn't it, really? In that period.
Well, it's the away form that fascinates me because I think they lost every away game, and then he's come in and they haven't lost an away in the league. I know Darlington beat them in the trophy,
but even that's a game that changed. Referee's decision changed games.
Darlington.
Yeah.
Well, what happened?
The Kingsley James penalty, but the disallowed goal.
Oh yeah, I was there. It's just a lot's happened since then.
It has, but
they went toe to toe with a side, didn't they, in a division higher? And I'm just starting to worry how this stand's starting to shake a little bit. Do you think we're all right?
Sorry, shall I sit still?
Sorry, go on.
No, just it's symptomatic of how well we've improved, but we are disappointed when it's a 3-3 draw away from home, and you're thinking it could have been more. It should have been more.
Yes, exactly, and that's just how everything's changed around the club. in the last, what is it, 11 games now.
Is it 15 weeks? It's not even 15 weeks, is it?
No settling for second best. It's brilliant.
Mediocrity.
Yeah.
Wanting to go better.
I think the ones who are going to suffer the most from this today is going to be Stalybridge next Saturday, because I think Gainsborough are going to be so up for it next Saturday. I thoroughly expect them to win, and win quite comfortably next week.
Yeah, I think they've had a 1-1 draw today with Stafford Rangers.
Well, so Stafford don't get many points, do they?
They haven't, but they're on a little bit of a
mini run. They drew with Buxton, didn't they, during the week? Yeah, 0-0.
So not scoring many goals, but not conceding many either. And we've got Stafford to come as well, and that won't be an easy place to go to.
Twice, haven't we? In
quick succession.
Both in March, aren't they?
Like Stalybridge twice in February. A quick double dose of Stafford. Some points up for grabs. And
what's your thoughts on the playoffs then? Do you think it's out of reach? Or?
I had a bit of a look before.
It's 12 points now.
Before going on the camera. It's 12 points. The league is so strange. Just seeing how many teams have got games in hand on us, how many games in hand we've got on other teams. And when it all levels out, probably 15th, 16th is probably where we'll be, just about. There's teams below us that have got games in hand on us that can possibly catch us. If we keep on winning, playoffs are a real possibility.
See, oh, go on, sorry.
But
see, I think that they'll finish higher than 16th, 15th, 16th. I think they're going to finish probably top half. But one thing I do keep mentioning is that they've got 15 games left now, and 10 of them are against teams above them. So, and then they've got games in hand. So it's not in their hands. But if they keep beating teams above them, then you're gaining points on them, aren't you, all the time? So it's a tough one. It's a tough one. I think
I can't do predictions.
It's ambitious, but I think, as Curtis has said though, that why settle for just aiming for the top half? You go for it, and hopefully it'll be an exciting end to the season.
At the end of the day, I don't want them not to go for the playoffs. Aim for the playoffs. Aim for the title. If we don't get the title, we might end up in the playoffs. If we aim for the playoffs but don't quite get there.
Yeah.
It's been a damn good second half of the season.
I think this side that we've seen today in Buxton are an example of what could happen with Gainsborough, though. They came from more or less where we are now and got the playoffs, didn't they, last season? Yes, they had a bit of help with the North Ferriby situation, but the game here was pretty crucial in the end, wasn't it, to them pipping Gainsborough to the playoffs.
That was just before Christmas, wasn't it? And a 1-0 defeat.
No, that was at home.
Was that the home one?
That was the home one. That was 2-0. But the double then that they did over Gainsborough ended up being pretty crucial. Yeah, well, it was. So I don't know. Anything can happen in football. That's why we love it so much, don't we?
Absolutely. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
But I think we need to get out of here.
Oh God, not good.
Before bad things happen.
Well, it's just getting grimmer and grimmer, isn't it? We've got to go across lots of countryside, different ways.
Yeah.
But we'll make it, don't worry.
And we'll be back again next week. But on a disappointing day for the Holy Blues, a free draw and a 1-0 defeat for the reserves against top of table Hycombe, possibly curtailing their hopes of winning the Links League.
Oh.
But we've been in a worse position as a football club.
Well, I think you say disappointed today. You just look back at October. Look back at when we last played Buxton.
Yeah.
I mean, that was
a 0-0.
That was a 0-0 battle of the bottom two, or two of the bottom three, or something like that. And I think things were bleak. Now we're disappointed that we've drawn 3-3 away at Buxton.
To go 11 games unbeaten.
Yeah, exactly. So
thanks for joining us anyway, guys.
We're
going to go and get warm. See you soon.